Barry Wilburn, and there is John Elway. The report on him, the concussion in the first half. He will not return in the second half, so his night is done with 2 out of 3 for 54 yards and a touchdown.
He just had that look, Mike, all through the first half when he was sitting there. It's never come back for him.
You had a couple of those. What's it like?
You really nothing is clear. I mean, you can talk, you can function, you can recognize people. When you try and recall plays, nothing makes sense. It's like you go red, right, something. I mean, it just all of a sudden you get portions of it. I mean, he's really not all there. You can see by the look in his eyes. I'm sure he's going to be fine at some point, but right now it's going to take a little while for everything to sit back and set itself again.
The Eagles have to kick again. Milburn all the way up to the 20 on this return. Shake the tackle, gets the block. Milburn to midfield and more. Glenn Milburn still on his feet down to the Eagles' 30-yard line. There is a flag back at the 40. And this may come back after a beautiful 50-yard return.
You know, Mike, I often wonder, do you give the guy, and certainly Milburn did a great job of running, but that's just a lousy job of tackling. I mean, the Eagles have been horrendous on special teams. Danny Smith is going absolutely crazy trying to get a unit out there that plays together all the time. But they just don't make plays.
On the return team, number 59, during the return, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul, first down.
Cover teams have really hurt the Eagles this year, but that's a hold, 15 yards.
And that was Richard Smith on the other side for the Broncos. Number 59, hanging on. Hanging on. Took down Derek Weatherspoon.
To spot the ball back at the 36-yard line, 1st and 10. So it's Hugh Millen at quarterback for the Denver Broncos. Play action on 1st down. Has it tipped, still caught. And out to the 43-yard line goes Terrell Davis. William Fuller was the man who tipped it. First half stats, 257 total yards for the Eagles. And look at the time of possession.
Time of possession. Also, and look at the plays run. Double, 42-21. And that was the first reception by a running back. 3rd down conversions. The Eagles have been terrific. 80% inside the 20, coming away with 3 scores. Broncos zip.
Terrell Davis got a lead block and fights his way out for a 1st down out to the 47-yard line of the Broncos. Davis started his career at Long Beach State. They canceled their program with the death of George Allen. He ends up at Georgia by way of a phone call, then becomes a 6th-round draft choice, and well on his way as a Rookie of the Year candidate.
Absolutely. Follows a tradition at Georgia. Herschel Walker, Rodney Hampton, Garrison Hurst.
Again by Miller. Again, good time, and he misses Shannon Sharp, who was wide open. Sharp has been a little frustrated in this offense because he hasn't gotten the ball nearly as much. But he says as long as we're winning, that's no problem.
And he realizes his role changed. It's a free release off the line. He's out in the corner, and the ball just dies on him. I mean, this throw just never has the air underneath it. That is a cold quarterback coming in to try and make a throw. And the hot one's on the bench.
And will stay there. Here comes the blitz. Millen threw it in between Miller and Davis. It was a very indecisive throw by Matt Millen, even under pressure. Hugh Millen, excuse me.
4 of 9. And, you know, the thing about that is you can look at completions versus attempts and you say, well, you know, it was good defense. There has not been good defense. He's had people open. And Mike Shanahan is trying to find something that he can get a little confidence into his quarterback with. 3rd and 10s are not the way to do it.
Ed McCaffrey in as an extra wide receiver. Here comes the blitz again. Millen stands in there and throws complete, but it's short of the first down. The catch made by Anthony Miller. They'll have to punt it away. Good coverage by Mark McMillan.
And he's covered by the mighty Mike, Mark McMillan. This guy here, what a tough, big-hearted football player he is. He's 5'7", he's 150 pounds, and he started as corner in the National Football League. I mean, he does it for a reason. He's that tough, and that's smart.
Ruin averaging under 27 yards a kick so far, had the 1 of 14. With Kelvin Martin out, Carpenter is back to take it. A high boomer that will reach the end zone. So a punt of 45 and a net of only 25 for Tom Rowan. Back to Philadelphia after this. John Elway, who suffered a slight concussion in the first half on the sideline, he will not return, Joe.
And this is why. William Fuller comes in and gives him a lot of pressure from the right, but that's not what takes him out. It's the shot right on the jaw. It's like a knockout of a heavyweight by Mike Mamula that takes him down.
It's a Riddick Bowe shot. Hugh Millen, the quarterback, has hit 5 out of 10 for only 42 yards in relief of Elway. Starts at his own 25. Has to get something going. And has a completion for about 7 yards to Jerry Evans, only his 7th catch of the season for the number 2 tight end. And in this offense, Shannon Sharp is more like a tight end instead of an H-back, which he's always been before.
Right, in the true sense of the term, he is a tight end. And he understands that Coach Shanahan wants him to block and do things that real tight ends do.
This time Sharp in the slot to the right. No back. Millen set short. There's Shannon Sharp. He's got the first down. Romanowski makes the tackle.
See, I think anytime you can get Shannon Sharp matched up on a linebacker, you're going to win. Because he will give you a place to get to the football. He has great awareness. This is him in the slot. He just bumps into Romanowski, does a little spin move, just like a little pick in basketball. I'm just going to go to you. I'm going to slide outside and just make the throw.
And if you ever need a model for a statue, that's the guy to look up. He is some kind of cut.
He really is. His brother's a little heavy, though.
A little dig here in the third quarter. First down for the Broncos. Millen. Is it a catch? It is. At the 47-yard line. Bobby Taylor disagrees, but Pritchard went down and got it.
Hugh Millen starting to settle in a little bit now. Scanned the field that time. Looked to the right and then came back late to Pritchard. See, he looks downfield. Now he comes back to the left. Makes a good throw. He's always been able to throw the ball well. He's a big guy. Just has never had a chance to settle in at the quarterback position and keep a job.
Gain 9 on that play, so it's 2nd and a yard. Terrell Davis to setback. Boy, does he hit the hole in a hurry. Into Philadelphia territory at the 47. Mark Woodard made the tackle. If the hole is there, he is through it in a heartbeat.
You know, it's interesting, too, Mike. We talked about in the open Mike Shanahan using a lot of different styles of offense. Hurry up, shotgun, the 2 tight ends. Tonight, he's basically gone 3 wide receivers and kept his quarterback under center. We have not seen the shotgun tonight out of the Denver Broncos.
Davis again. More running room. Terrell Davis with another first down to the Eagle 35-yard line. Michael Zordich on the stop. And they have opened a couple of big holes in the middle. 10 carries, 72 yards for Terrell Davis. Interesting what he told us last night. He said, I feel like I'm still in training camp.
And he is running hard, too. Brian Habib, number 75, the right guard, does a good job on Andy Harmon, who's having a sensational year. Got 8.5 sacks, only had 9 last year. That time, Habib won the war.
The Denver offense has come alive, and it couldn't be at a better time for the Broncos. Davis again. Dives for a couple. Down to the 33. Kevin Johnson in on the tackle. Ray Rhodes and Mike Shanahan both coordinators for the 49ers last year, both getting head coaching opportunities, the second for Shanahan. And they've both done very well with their new teams. Here comes the blitz, and Millen didn't have a chance. Thomas, who is just having a huge season.
That William Thomas is unbelievable. You talk about somebody cut like a statue, Mike. He's 6'2", 223 out of A&M. A fourth-round draft pick in '91. He's just going to shoot the gap. He's going, here he is. He's going to hit the hole, and Millen's going to be right there, and he's down. He just takes it. I mean, Davis had no chance to get back and help out. See, this is where I think, you know, a consideration by the Broncos to go to the shotgun on second and third down would help Millen a little bit. I don't think you can abandon it just because Elway isn't there.
The timing of that blitz couldn't have been any better. Play clock is down to 4. Millen in trouble. Got away from 1. Throws and tipped away. And they had blown the play dead. I don't know if they got the play off before the play clock ran.
Prior to the snap, delay on the offensive team. 5-yard penalty, third down.
You know what I'm looking for, Mike, here? I am not looking to try and get necessarily a first down. I'd like to get into a situation where I get to the 30-yard line, maybe the 30, maybe the 28. Give me a 4th and 2 or a 4th and 3 where Shanahan can make a decision to either try a long field goal or go for it on 4th.
They trail by 11. Another blitz. They pick it up. Millen just sharp, juggling catch. Brought down at the 31-yard line. Nice tackle by Barry Wilbur. From here, it would be a 48-yard field goal, well within Elam's range, as long as 53 this year. So they did exactly what you said they ought to, Joe. They gave at least Elam a shot at 3.
I think it's a good call. And really, the Eagles helped them out by bringing the blitz on. They put it in 1-on-1. Shannon just couldn't quite get enough yardage.
And Elam has been terrific from long range. And continues to be terrific. That baby would have been good from 55. Jason Elam makes it an 8-point ball game. Rodney Peete and the Eagles with a 21-13 lead as we start the 4th quarter.
Rodney has done a nice job of spreading the football around. He's moved it to a lot of different places. Here's his pass shot. Look at him wing the ball right there from the line of scrimmage. Working the intermediate area. But in particular, something the Eagles haven't done is they've worked right down the middle of the field. And Greg Robinson has said great defenses must control the middle. They have.
Pressure on Peete. This one right off of Barnett's hands. Couldn't hold it. So the 3rd and 8 fails. And they'll send on Gary Anderson.
I don't think he would have had the first down, but he would have given Gary Anderson about 5 or 6 more yards to have a shot at making this. See, I don't agree with this, Mike. This is a 52-yard field goal. I think you could punt the Broncos back in with Hugh Millen as their quarterback and play the field position game.
Anderson's longest this year, 43. Doesn't have a chance.
You know, I mean.
So the Broncos will have good field position when we come back to Philadelphia. A lot of kids, and our hat off to Simon Fletcher, who says if he makes the Pro Bowl, he will definitely be back next year. He had said earlier, if he feels good, he'll be back next year. Had talked an awful lot about retiring. Best starting position for Denver tonight. It's on 42. Davis lost his footing, still stumbles ahead, gets 2, maybe 3.
You know, we
go back to the field goal.
Talked about Gary Anderson. Excuse me, Michael. Talked about Gary Anderson. You know, the field goal's a 52-yarder, but Shane Dronette, right in the middle, number 99, gets a good push, manages to swim inside, and look at the effort. Watch his left thumb. Just does manage to deflect the ball. And if you're kicking a 52-yard field goal, you've got to kick it low to try and get the distance on it. So everything worked in favor of the Broncos that time.
Well, what a job he did last year with blocking 4.